Welcome to Beyond the Screen, where we take a deep look at the people working behind the scenes to bring your favorite programs to light. I'm your host, jewelevcotton, and today's subject is Jacob Wilson. Ever since 2015, Jacob has had a passion for the camera, both on and off the screen. Working as a personality, an editor, writer, cinematographer, and director on various media. Ever since he was in elementary school, Jacob has had a passion for the entertainment field, and in 2020, he began his media arts degree at UNT. Since 2020, Jacob has had his hands in many areas of the entertainment industry. One of them is in something that you never see, because it's all in sound, voiceover. Jacob has been a voice actor for nearly 5 years at the time of this show, in character work and narration, and we're going to show you some of that right now.
You're not the only strong one here. I've trained, I've fought, all to stand on equal ground with you! I'm not living in your shadow anymore. This time, I'm the one who's going to protect you! Ah!
Don't mind if I do. Catch me if you can. You drive a hard bargain. Get out of our way!
In active service today, there are around 1.4 million Armed Forces members. At 180,000 members, the Marines make up 13% of the Armed Forces. Despite this, however, they only receive less than 7% of the budget. Meanwhile, the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy make up almost a quarter each of the Armed Forces, and they receive an equivalent amount of the budget.
And there you have it! Our reigning champion wins again! For the second year in a row! It doesn't look like anyone is dethroning him soon!
To fund these efforts, the CAF hosts fundraisers, stunt shows, and ride-alongs in their various aircraft. All of this goes into keeping history alive, just like they did in the 40s. With 177 aircraft in their arsenal, with more on the way, it is clear that the CAF will be keeping these planes flying long into the future.
What? Really? Yes. If you drink this and fight with Viola, I'm sure you can beat him.
Talk about a commanding sound. And while Jacob uses his voice to tell stories, he's also quite adept at forming a production. In his production class under Christopher Brock, Jacob has put together some fascinating projects. Here to talk about one of them is someone who actually worked with him on the next one, Stephan Talley. Welcome, Stephan.
Thank you, Jewel. It's great to be here.
So, Stephan, you worked on this next clip with Jacob. Tell us about it.
Well, the whole project was about Tom Cruise on an Eric Andre style show, and Jacob helped come up with that idea. He also played Tom Cruise while I'm the host.
That sounds really interesting. And we have some of those clips about the talk show right here. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quiet Time with Ben O'Drill. Today we have a very, very, very special guest. Everyone, please welcome movie star extraordinaire, Tom Cruise. So, how are you today?
Oh, I'm wonderful, thank you. I've had a lovely day. I just got back from the set of my new movie, and we're really excited to be here. I'm happy to be with you. I've seen a lot of this show online, and I gotta say it's pretty out there, but hey, I mean, I like pretty out there things. Yeah, just a little bit before we get into it, actually, I'm really excited about this movie. So Cruise Control is actually the first movie I've ever made by myself. It is something that I've directed, I produced, I wrote it, I casted, so I cast myself in it, which is, I mean, come on. Yeah, so there was a little bit of a technical stuff there, but yeah, that's the trailer.
Yeah, how much do I pay you guys again? Like what?
Yeah.
$2 an hour, literal, like twice minimum wage. I
actually think that is more than that.
I pay you guys, and I don't even have a budget for the show.
Wait, what?
All this is coming out of my pocket. We're not even paying Tom.
What?
He don't even, like...
Wait, hold on, I said $500,000, like, I'm not getting that?
My chair is full. Tom,
Okay.
Mr. Tom, would you consider yourself a smart fella or a fart smeller?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'd say I'm pretty smart. Like, I know the study of psychiatry. I know that's a pseudoscience, but I think I'm pretty intelligent myself. I mean, you gotta be smart to know how to do all these dangerous things safely, am I right? Like,
Right.
I mean, an insane person might climb the Burj Khalifa, but a sane person knows how to do it safely.
If I wasn't married, I'd marry you, but...
Oh, it's
So, check,
You mean that?
we got you a surprise.
Huh? What, a surprise?
Check under your couch, bud.
Oh, like surprises.
Go on. That's right. We got you the heads of your ex-wives.
What?
Yeah, buddy.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, let's clap up for Tom.
Is that really them?
Yeah, I mean,
What?
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real. One of them was a very nice lady. Was.
I swear to God, so many times I give so much for you people, and over again you just make fun of me, make fun of my height, make fun of the fact I have to stand on apple crates, that I bury trenches, that I run like an action figure. Well, you know what? It does not matter, okay? Because I'm giving you entertainment, and for the love of God, I think I deserve some credit and stuff, and you people just thinking you can just take control of me like this. I swear to God, for the love of Zeno, what is wrong with you?
Don't take my name in vain, man.
Zenu, everybody.
You don't have to wash your chicken at all.
Thank you so much once again for joining us.
Just cook it really well. Just
good
cook
night.
it really well, and you'll be fine.
Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What
Keep
bed
it away.
bugs? Huh? Were there bed bugs in this couch? Why am I itchy?
There's crabs in that couch, man.
What?
Wow, what a wild program. Also, was that slap real?
Yes, actually. We tried to fake it, but Jacob suggested that we just do it real so it looked more authentic. Fun fact, the sunglasses really did fly off.
Wow, well, that really shows his dedication to the craft.
Yeah, you can definitely say that. And that was truly how you create organized chaos.
Well, I think y'all did a lovely job, and thank you so much for being on the show today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Stephan, tally, everyone. Speaking of organized chaos, every production has its hiccups, but the goal in the end is to make a complete, cohesive story, no matter what goes on behind the scenes. You have to do what you have to do to make the production happen. This is something Jacob knows well, and he used this knowledge to create his ENG story for his production class, in which he directed, produced, coordinated, scripted, voiced, and edited this next clip single-handedly. In this video, Jacob takes a visit to his local fire station and documents what a day in the life of a firefighter is like.
It's a common sight and sound in the U.S. The flash of red and the blare of sirens. Fire trucks roam the streets answering calls in search of those in need, ready at any time to respond to emergencies.
I always tell people that want to know what it's like. I said, well, wake up in the middle of the night, get dressed, go mow your front yard, come back home, shower, and get back to bed.
Here in Coppell, Texas lies one of the thousands of fire stations around the country, and we spent a day with the men at the station. First, they took us on a tour. It is everything you'd find in your average home, only meant for a whole battalion.
This is our big dinner table where we all eat. This is where we all get together, share a lot of stories.
There's a kitchen, a dining area, 2 lounging areas, a sleeping quarters, an office, a gym, and of course a garage. A garage meant for a 40-foot, 25-ton fire engine. A fire engine that is prepared for any scenario.
When someone calls us to the scene, like they expect us to have all the answers. Like you have to know when they ask you a question, you have to have the answer. If not, you need to know where to find the answer.
So these are all different valves to bring to put water in these hoses. All right, so we can use this right here to spread stuff open. That. We can also, you can see right here, see how it's sharp on the inside? Whenever we have fires, smoke and heat wants to go up. So one of our main tactical advantages is to get on a roof. It's called vertical ventilation. We can cut a hole in the roof where most of that smoke and fire is in the house, and we can lift that heat and smoke off firefighters and victims that are inside.
But it's not just the engine that has everything it needs. The crew of the truck are also prepared with all they need in the worst-case scenario. In under a minute, they can put on nearly 90 pounds of equipment.
We got all our gear to put on. We put on about 90% of it before we get into the rig, and then once we get to the scene, we see it's a real working fire. We'll go ahead and put our mask on, put our gloves on, and get ready, finish getting ready at the scene.
So, in all structure fires, in all car fires, we have to have this SCBA on. That's what helps us breathe inside the fire, so we don't get the toxic fumes.
The gear doesn't breathe very well. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to keep the heat off of you, so it keeps the heat in as well.
Just a Knights and a Halligan, probably looking at just about 300 pounds right now, including me. So I was at 218 this morning, right now I'm at 304. So we're looking at just under 80 pounds, 90 pounds of gear.
Though not every call requires this. At any time, a call can hit. And no matter what is happening, they have to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Today's call that we went on with them was someone stuck in an elevator at YMCA.
So some of our calls we get to go on elevator rescues where people get stuck in elevators. Fortunately, he was working on the elevator and he got himself out, so he self-rescued. So we didn't have to do anything on this call.
Despite being there for business, that didn't stop them from throwing a few hoops. While the life of a firefighter is one of unpredictability and being on guard, that doesn't mean it's always one of peril.
Nobody wins. Nobody. Mike, roll it. Start it.
Sometimes, it is truly all fun and games. This dice game is one they invented. Get as close to the edge as possible without falling off.
There it is. There it is.
Loser does the dishes. Being a firefighter is by no means an easy life. It takes a lot of time, energy, physical and mental strength, and an otherworldly resilience. But it also takes a kind heart and a good spirit, all of which come together to make a firefighter.
I don't want to say you got to be a little cocky, a little brazen, but I mean, I don't know how you say that. You got to be you definitely have to be confident in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want someone showing up on scene and they're like, well, I don't know what we should do. You know, you got to have the answers.
A true pillar of any community. A pillar that will hold up everyone and always remain strong, no matter what may come.
I had no idea what all they have to be ready to fight. Truly an amazing group of people. Jacob is also no stranger to commanding the camera as well. Beyond voiceover or being program guests, Jacob has also been in front of the camera often, being the host of many a class production. And for our last clip, we're going to look at a compilation of such hosting.
Hello, and welcome to the first and last episode of Crewman Showcase. This is the show where we introduce you lovely, compassionate, and wealthy producers to some of the most aspiring new directors, cinematographers, and gaffers coming up in the scene today. Now that had me on the edge of my seat, folks. Whew. I'm sure glad that wasn't a real alien invasion. That was a really fascinating story. Now, when Sophia isn't working on projects for school, she is probably working on content for social media because she is a Bumble ambassador and influencer. She also creates content for other brands on their social media platforms. She hopes to one day be a social media manager. Let's take a look at the content she's created. In her multi-camera studio production class, Andrea has learned how to do just about anything in the control room. From directing, controlling audio and video, you name it. The only thing she probably won't do is get up and be on camera, but that's what you have me for. Thanks to Chris Brock, Andrea's professor, she's learned how to do all these things. She'd also like to thank all her friends and classmates that have helped her create new projects and connections. She wouldn't be able to do anything without them. Well, before we get too emotional, we'll say our goodbyes. I'm your host, Jacob Wilson, and we hope to see you next time on Write My Line.
Now, after seeing all that, you may wonder why Jacob isn't hosting this current show. Well, it's because, in fact, he's been the one directing the show the whole time. Let's take a look behind the glass. Hi, Jacob. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Beyond the Screen. I'm Jewel Cotton, and we hope you have a wonderful day.